let me make the following comments concerning the Finance Bill 2024. But I want to pick from where the Honorable Robert Mbui left. You know, Honorable Speaker, we have been around for some time. As a matter of fact, this, I think, is my 12th year in this parliament. And even before that, I was living in Kenya. What is so unique with this government that for 2 years in a row, the matter of finance bill is causing hullabaloo, is causing commotion, is causing pandemonium until young children are coming out the streets? We have had finance bills since 1963. We have had them. We had them during Jomo Kenyatta time. We had them during President Moi's time. We had them during President Kibaki. Recently, we had them during President Uhuru's time. But in this regime, 2 years in a row, the finance bill is causing serious problems to Kenyans. And is exposing the regime as totally insensitive to the plight of the people.
Do you want information from Kamket?
Certainly no, Honorable Speaker. How can Honorable Kamket inform me, Honorable Speaker? Really, no. So, Honorable Speaker, that is the question we must ask ourselves. And then it again raises the issue. Who advises this government? Who are the real advisors? In terms of economics, in terms of finance management, leave alone politics. Politics we can deal with later. But who advises this government? Because it seems to make mistake after mistake, mistake after mistake, mistake after mistake, Honorable Speaker. Following the outcry that happened after the 2023 finance bill was unveiled, I had imagined, I had thought that this government would be the wiser this time around. What we see is actually a worst case. As they say, the more things change, the more they remain the same. Honorable Speaker, I have read the bill in its entirety. I have similarly read the report of the committee, chaired by my very good friend, Honorable Kimani Korea. Honorable Speaker, if you look at the report of the committee and together with the amendments it is proposing to make on the bill, then you come to the conclusion that actually the character, the structure of the bill is actually changing fundamentally. Fundamentally. And this flies on the face of the provisions of Standing Order 48. Honorable Speaker, at some point perhaps I would be calling upon you to consider asking the chair to withdraw the bill and introduce a new one. Because the character is changing. And why is the character changing, Honorable Speaker? Honorable Speaker, under Article 201 of the Constitution, specifically 201 sub-article A, on the matter of principles that govern or guide public finance management. Public finance management. I don't know what is itching, Honorable Soro. Honorable Speaker, one of the principles, some of the principles that should guide the management of public finance: openness, accountability, and including public participation in financial matters. If you can come out of the blues and tell us that now these things that we had introduced in the bill, these taxes that we had introduced in the bills, we are now removing them. It is basically going against the principles of public finance management. You are turning a public finance bill into a personal property that you can change at whims. Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Chairman of...
Honorable Speaker.
Order, Minority Leader. Chairman.
Honorable Speaker, again, on a point of order on misinformation. The Leader of Minority clearly read the PFM Act. and talked about then if changes are made, the allegations making, then significantly that bill would have to be drafted. Then the question on public participation remains. Then does it mean that he is purporting that everything that the public says is just an exercise in futility and should not change? Otherwise, then why were we involving taxpayers' money and time to reason to the members of the public if we cannot propose changes on the bill?
Minority Leader. Proceed. Give him the mic. You are giving the next. Give him his mic.
Anyway, just come. Honorable Speaker, obviously, with all the tremendous possible respect, that was not a point of order. The Honorable Chair can actually advance that argument when he gets time to reply. Honorable Speaker, let me proceed this way. That Kenyans are already overtaxed. In fact, if you look at Kenya vis-a-vis the rest of the world, you would be forgiven to conclude that Kenyans are some of the most taxed human beings on earth. And therefore, any responsible government would be looking at ways to lessen the tax burden on Kenyans, not to increase it, Honorable Speaker, as this bill is attempting to do. Honorable Speaker, in spite of the recommendations in the report, which look very flowery, Honorable Speaker, we have always been reminded that the devil is in the details. I am aware, even though this is not part of the finance bill, that there are plans to increase the levy on roads maintenance. I know, of course, the amendment will come separately. Yes. The moment you increase the road maintenance levy by even a shilling, leave alone the 9 shillings being proposed, the ripple effect is enormous in all sectors of the economy. And the loser is the common Kenyan taxpayer. Honorable Speaker. And therefore, this is a case of taking with one hand, giving with one hand, and taking back with another hand. It's not helping the situation, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, this economy has become too hostile for foreign investors. Indeed, even for local investors. We have got documented cases of manufacturers who have shifted base from Kenya to our neighboring countries as a result of this unbearable tax burden that keeps shifting. Actually, you can never be sure, because it is so unpredictable that no sensible investor can actually put their money in this country. To make matters worse, we are witnessing what could be compared to the state capture that happened during the President Jacob Zuma's regime in South Africa. Honorable Speaker, and I will explain shortly. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, if you take the case of the manufacturing sector, and specifically the steel and cement manufacturing sector, that sector is now under total control. Who is being assisted as we watch? Indeed, Parliament is complicit. We have a case where this one particular manufacturer is the only person who has the capacity to manufacture billets, which are used in the steel manufacture. And actually clinker, which is also used in the manufacture of cement. To make it worse, this same manufacturer, who has got the support of these people, Honorable Speaker. He is compelling his competitors to buy from him raw materials. To make it worse, he is compelling them to buy at a minimum. That for you to buy from me, billet or clinker, you must buy quantities worth minimum of 100,000 US dollars. And you must pay me in US dollars. And he delivers when he wants. Do you expect him to compete favorably with the rest? I will name him. It is the owner of Devki Steel Company and the owner of Simba Cement. I think his name is Guru. That one. We must shame these people. We must name and shame these people. If we are to rescue our country from the clutches of state capture, Honorable Speaker, we must do so. We must do so.
Now, I am happy. I am happy at the debate and the information that is coming out from my point of order is 91. 91. That my friend, the leader, I would like him to substantiate and give us, he said he must buy from me, he must do this and this. Where did he say? Where is that factual information? You can do better by giving us, a record of what he said, other than hearsay, Honorable Speaker. You can do better than just say things.
Order, Honorable, both of you.